Hello, my name is Kim and welcome to the Embroidered Elephant channel. Today I am making a video. I'm not quite sure whether it's going to be a review video, a crochet with me, or what, or just an unboxing, but I wanted to record this basically. So a colleague at work said that her daughter had bought a crochet kit in TK Maxx and she tried to do it and it hadn't worked. It had been too difficult for her, so she asked whether I would be able to help her. So this is the kit. It's by Knitty Critters. It is a hippo, hopefully you can tell, and it's called the Pippapotamus, so that's quite cute. This is what the box looks like, and then this is the back. So it states on the back that it has everything that you need to make it, and it says it is suitable for confident beginners. So it's got some 300 grams of super soft, super chunky yarn, one 8mm hook, one 5mm hook, 200 grams of stuffing, a length of yarn for features, and easy to follow crochet pattern. It does work up quite big, and I will give it a go. If I can't do it, I can't do it. The main reason I say that is because I have tried to work with fluffy yarn before and I really haven't enjoyed it. It just wouldn't work very well for me. So taking the sleeve off, and so we maybe have made the mistake. I haven't spoken about payments or anything like that, but I am going to see how long it takes me to do and tell her how long it's taken me to make. And the main reason I'm going to do that is because I'm not getting anything for this. I'm investing time into a project that I'm not going to be able to keep at the end of the day. So I don't know whether she is planning on paying me or giving me a little something for my time. But I do feel as though this will take me sort of at least 3 hours to do. It's quite a big project. Yes, it's super chunky yarn, but it's amigurumi as well. So yeah, and maybe straight to the point. But if I don't receive anything for it, I will just know not to do that again. But as I said, we haven't discussed payment or anything like that. So this is what the kit looks like when it's opened. So looking at the picture, I thought it would be dark grey. This is the colour. It's sort of dark grey to a browny sort of colour, and there's 3 of them. And the yarn is Hello Love. I won't take it out of the packet because it'll be really crunchy. And the colour is Mocha. I've got 2 bags of stuffing, some plain black yarn for the eyes, some crochet hooks, just some normal plastic hooks, and the instructions. So yeah, I'm going to give it a go. She did ask me at the beginning of December. I asked whether she needed it done by a certain time. She said no, just if you get a chance. So yeah, I'll see how it goes. So just my initial thoughts. It starts with the legs. So you crochet 3 legs and leave, you crochet 4 legs, sorry, 3 you fasten off, and the 4th one you start crocheting the body from. So it's 18 rounds for the body, the head is 17, ears are 2. So it doesn't seem too complex, touch wood. I hope it doesn't take me too long. As I said, I don't know if I will get any payment for this, so yeah. One of the reasons that I'm doing it is to kind of get it out of the way and done with. It's quite a big box. It's been sat in my front room, sort of needing my attention. But I want January to be a month where I can just do selfish projects. So I don't want to necessarily make anything for the shop. Maybe I'll just run a sale. I don't want to crochet anything for anyone else. I just want to make projects for myself. In particular, I want to start Charles Darwin. I feel as though he's a little bit intimidating. So the sooner I get him started, the sooner I can start getting over that intimidation and just getting him done. So yeah, and the last thing she asked whether I could make some sort of blanket or something, some sort of accessory for him in this pink and sort of beige colour. I would probably just do a granny square blanket, just an increasing granny square blanket, if that makes sense. So that's done, but hopefully I get on alright with this yarn, because as I said, the last time I used it I was not a fan at all, so let's see. So you will see that I am still making this in December. So last night was the 22nd where I started making it, and I did film a few sort of little clips that I will show you of the process, but I didn't do any commentary just because I was busy and it was loud. And it is slightly inconvenient to keep pausing a video that you're really into so that you can give updates. So, as I said, this is the yarn. To start with, when I started making it, so you start with the legs, you make 3, and then when you make the last one, you sort of crochet them together in a line. Again, I'll show you footage. When I started making the leg, the first one took me like 20 minutes and it really hurt my hand. I got quite bad cramp after sort of 10 minutes or so, and I had to keep doing exercises. And I think that's because usually I'm a very tight crocheter. My gauge is very tight. So when I was crocheting with this, it just didn't feel nice, and I think the hook isn't great either. It's better than some of them. It has sort of a little grip in the middle, but it's a lot thinner than usually my hooks would be, and therefore I think that sort of goes with cramping my hands. So I was dreading the project, and then I had some dinner, came back, thought I'll get another leg done just so that I've got at least 2 done, and for some reason it went a lot quicker. I changed my gauge so that it was looser and that it wasn't pulling the stitches tight, and that really helped with getting through this project. And I don't think that they're so loose that you can see the stuffing either. So yeah, let me show you what I've got so far. So I've got the 4 legs. I've got the body, a little tail, and I've sewn it up, and then I just need to make the head that will obviously go on the front. And that's not all I've made. I did also make his 2 ears, but I don't know where I've put those. I don't know if these ears are done right. I don't think so, because the instructions before you did the ears, it was meant to be the head, but I started working on that, and again it says to chain 4, and then you only work into 3 stitches, and then you increase on the, you sort of turn your work around and increase onto the last, second to last stitch, if that makes sense. It's really written weirdly, so I might have to go on a little bit of a hunt later and see whether anyone else has asked any questions on any of the Facebook groups, because I'm sure that it would have confused someone else, because I don't really know what it's doing. Or what I could do is just read the second instruction and try and work out what they've done based on the stitches that they have. Maybe that might work. But yeah, it's the morning now. I am going to work, so I will probably finish this tomorrow or tomorrow night. Maybe if I get some time on my lunch break tomorrow, I can have a go. But yeah, that's what it looks like so far. It wasn't too difficult, to be fair. It does work out a lot quicker with thicker yarn, so that's good. So far it's been 2 hours and 2 minutes, so near enough, just 2 hours. So I've got an hour left of my time budget to do his head. But yeah, I'm looking forward to him being done, and I haven't hated the project like I thought I would. So yeah, I'll catch you on the flip side. So this is the reason that I did the ears last night and didn't persevere with the head, because I know that when I am tired, things don't always make sense, but when you have had a good night's rest and you come back to it, oftentimes they do. So I've just reread the instructions, and the reason that it didn't work out, or that it was confusing, is because I was using a magic circle. And the reason I got confused, which I still agree with now, maybe some people won't. So it says, using an 8mm hook, fine, make an adjustable slip knot and chain 4. I haven't, it does make logical sense to call it an adjustable slip knot, but I've never heard it referred to that in instructions, because my point of view is, what is the point in calling it an adjustable slip knot if that doesn't play a part into the pattern at all? Do you see what I mean? I have only ever read instructions that say make a slip knot, chain 4, because the fact that it's adjustable, it's always adjustable. So I read that as make a magic circle, because that is adjustable. But yeah, so I'm feeling happier now because I know what I'm doing. The instructions do actually make sense now that I've read them properly. And yeah, it shouldn't be too difficult. I might actually take this to work on during my lunch break, because I'm really eager to get it done. And now that it seems easy, I'm much more tempted. I'm wondering what I used the 5mm hook for though, because there was 2 hooks. Okay, interesting. So I'm just looking at the eyes, which is where you use the 5mm hook, and I don't think I'm giving too much away. It says, with 5mm hook and black yarn, make adjustable slip knot and chain 2, work 6 double crochets into first chain, join with slip stitch and first double crochet to close the circle. So that's why I'm getting confused, because it kind of seems as though they are using an adjustable slip knot as a magic circle. Maybe I'm still a bit tired, but it seems, yeah, as I said, it seems as though they're using it intermittently as sort of the same thing, because at the end of the day, what is the difference between a slip knot, an adjustable slip knot, and a magic circle? I guess that you don't close the magic slip knot, the adjustable slip knot, as much, so you leave it quite big and chain out from it as opposed to chaining into it. But yeah, I find it a bit strange. But yeah, now I am actually gonna go. So it is Christmas Eve today, and I finished the hippo last night. So I did show you some little clips while I was going, but I thought I'd have a chat about it. So I'm not sure, I think I mentioned it, but after the first leg it was much easier to crochet with. This is the finished hippo, or the Pippapotamus. I was unsure about the eye placement, but it seems to look okay, not too bad. So he's got like a little bit of an eyebrow or an eyelid. You can't really see it too well, but this was the placement of the eyes on the front cover. Sort of in the middle with the eyebrow pointing, like sort of touching his nose. And then she also asked for a cover to go on his back, or a blanket. So I ran out of Crochet and Steam, to be honest, because as I said, I'm not sure whether this is expected to be a favour or whether she's going to pay me for it, etc. So I ran out of Crochet Steam, so I just left it as this. So you can't really see the colours too well, a little bit when it's bent. So it's a creamy colour that you can see here, or very light brown, and a pink colour. And I made it a little bit smaller just so that it sit on its back. Okay, I added a couple of rounds, and now his sort of bum sticks out, which I think is cuter, to be fair. So this is the finished thing. So overall, I did really enjoy the pattern. I really didn't think I would enjoy the kit, but the kit was quite good. The yarn wasn't too bad to work with. It did hurt my hands and give me cramps sometimes. That's mainly, I think, due to the hook being quite thin, but I could have used hooks that I already have if I wanted something to be more ergonomic. Again, I would say it would have helped to have had a stitch marker in the kit, mainly because obviously working in amigurumi you count your stitches, but it's good to know, or very, very important to know, where you started off with. And in some of the instructions it does actually say to mark the first stitch that you do. I will add to that though that my friend's or my colleague's daughter had already opened the pattern, or the kit, so it might be that she did have a stitch marker but it got lost in sort of transit, or she's got it somewhere at home. But I would say that's quite an important thing to have in a kit, and something that so far has been overlooked a few times. So thank you very much for watching this semi-review, semi-crochet with me video. Hopefully it's been enjoyable. And if you've got anything that you would like me to try out, pop it in the comments below and I will try to make a video about it. Apart from that, I hope you're having a lovely day and I will speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.